E3 2016. We're catching up on Tekken 7. Big reveal on the stage. We got to see a lot of exciting things. I think we have to start with the story. This is going to be a massive conclusion to a story. What sort of why is now the best timing to sort of reach this conclusion, to sort of finalize things?
Well, there's no one reason in particular. It's not even that the game's roughly 20 years old and a bit. It's just that as a numbered sequel, we really felt we had to pick up on the canon story again and to kind of tie up some loose ends, and also kind of revisit why they're fighting, and then actually to show one at least conclusion to the Mishima saga with the father and the son fighting each other, to show some kind of ending for that
And very exciting also that sort of story, how you're sort of bringing story mode into the game in terms of the mechanics and stuff. Could you detail what's gone into that and how it's different from previous story modes?
そうですね。そう例えば鉄拳5の
we had different types of story modes, I guess you could say, in past installments. Like for one, he was just explaining about Tekken 5, where you had like a brief kind of introduction, and then you would have battles, and then depending on your character, when they had some kind of rival come in and you would fight them, there'd be a short exchange of words before the match, and then you'd go back to the normal battle, etc. This time is quite different though, because you saw one example with Akuma and Heihachi that we showed at the conference, and then also out on the show floor, or not show floor but our booth space, that you had the CG in opening movie, it's transitioned smoothly straight into the in-game cinematics and then right into the battle. And not only that, but in the past, once you had the cinematics or the spoken lines finished, you would still start at the same positions across from your opponent in normal battle, etc. This time though, the conditions are as they are in the cinematics. So if you start with lower health, that's how it is when the battle starts. You start from the same positions that you were last seen in the movies, etc. And even when you're fighting, you have different game events that kind of occur, and you'll have exchanges between the characters while you're fighting. So it's more seamless this time around.
があったりして違うイベントが起きたりとかして、楽しめるっていうのがもうシームレスにつながってる。これが最大の特徴ですね。
Very interesting. I can't help but ask about Akuma and his inclusion. What sort of went into that and the choice of him? And obviously he is tied up in all of this, so it makes perfect sense. But what went into it, and why did you pick him to have as a crossover?
これはどっちかというと単なる
I guess it kind of came from the discussions roughly 7 years ago between Harada-san and the producer of the Street Fighter series, Ono-san. In the discussions about how to kind of do something together with the franchises, Capcom arrived at their answer, the Street Fighter Cross Tekken. But Harada-san had an idea at that time that wouldn't it be cool if we could take a character and have him linked into the story, not just as a normal kind of promotional guest character, but he's actually part of the atmosphere of the story. And thus, logically, you would come to the conclusion that, well, Akuma is the best choice as far as a fit into the Tekken universe. So that was really the decision behind that, was how well he blended. And we've seen feedback from everyone that, yeah, he looks totally natural inside of Tekken 7.
7年前から計画して入れていったものですね。
With Tekken 7, you're also bringing in a lot of new characters, brand new characters, and it's interesting to see how they sort of represent a wide global sort of fighters. Can you tell us if there's an overall vision for who you're adding, and why these specific ones that you have been revealed so far?
So there's, you can see that we just announced Tekken 7 Fate of Retribution for the arcades is coming next month, the installment in the arcade. So the roster's not done yet. We have more additions to be announced. We can't say who they are yet, obviously. But that's not the final character roster even for console, etc. So it's kind of hard to talk in detail about a strategy behind who we pick. from
や
now.
っぱり
But I guess in general, you could say it depends on the community at the time, what they are asking us for, what type of fighter, what type of region, etc. And then I just kind of mentioned it is true that sometimes we'll hear about a new community that we haven't really seen before that's very passionate about Tekken, and sometimes we kind of base a character based on that region. So.
If we could wrap up with, if you could mention both of your favorite new character that has been revealed so far, and why that is.
It's a hard pick for him. Obviously Shaheen was a really interesting addition from the Middle East this time around, and a lot of effort went into making sure the design and everything was okay for the fans, and so that was a really great character. Also, Josie from the Philippines is a new character that is very cute, and like as a female, she's very attractive. So that was a really good character for him. For myself, Josie as well, just because I like she's got a lot of kicks, and I do Muay Thai in real life, so I like to try. She actually has some of those moves from Bruce, and she's quick, and she's got a lot of techniques that are very easy to execute, but very useful for punishes and such.
He's also Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
The show